A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Makes his connection. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna run it. It's Cooper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he's got it at the 10.
That shit fake.
4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as
He ain't catch it. Nigga ain't nothing to challenge.
6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
That last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Makes a grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Gators will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's going to pass. And he intercepts it. Touchdown Gators! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and what? He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Jordan. He's got his man.
Yeah, and that was tough on the BB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Gets it out quickly. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got it on the outside, it's Smith. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, just keeps firing. He's going for a big play downfield. What a snag by the defense. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit of an offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
How easy is that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just to make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Big get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Fields. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They almost got a first down there, stopped the yard short. It'll be third down. A lot of urgency for this offense. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. They've been running him down the pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead getting around the inside.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
He caught
it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Now
they're getting in the short field.
Possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Gators! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking the deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wants.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Line gets set. 1st down. He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Timeout is called with just
TG's try. I'm about to get off. Y'all see how I just won that game?